We'll call a meeting of the Board of Estimates to order. Council President Rodriguez, myself, absent Mr. Massey. Approval of minutes of the 10-10 meeting, 10-10-24.
Motion.
Motion by Rodriguez, seconded by myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.1, authorization to transfer from the general fund balance towards the cost of painting the city courthouse. It's a request from Mr. Tuillo from general fund to repairs to building of $11,640. Why, is this coming back? Is this reimbursable?
Yes, it's reimbursable.
Okay. So we have a motion on the floor by, did you make the motion or not?
No.
Motion by myself, seconded by Rodriguez. Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.2, authorization to transfer within the DPW budget to cover the cost of materials for the remainder of the year from snow and ice materials and supplies, $15,000, to traffic paint and signs.
Motion.
Motion by Rodriguez, seconded by myself. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.3, authorization to transfer funds to cost of the street department overtime. Jacob Tuillo is requesting to authorize the treasurer to transfer funds from sanitation personal services into the street department overtime of $16,000. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by myself. Any questions? Internal transfer, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.4, authorization to transfer funds from DPW administration overtime. Tuillo requesting the transfer to funds from sanitation personal services into the Public Works Administration overtime account to cover anticipated overtime for the remainder of the year. It's $10,000. Motion by myself, seconded by
Second.
Rodriguez. Any questions?
A lot of
All-
overtime.
A lot of overtime for Mr. Tuillo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think it has a lot to do with the work that's being done on the streets, I hope. Authorization to approve the $750,000 grant from the Office of Aileen Gunther, administered through New York State DASNY towards various city projects. And Maria Bruni requesting approval for grant number 27682 in the amount of $750,000 administered through DASNY, and authorize the mayor as the sole signatory for the city. The grant will be used for the following projects: creation of a splash pad for Maple Hill Neighborhood Park, installation of security cameras at the Recreation Center, City Hall, Senior Center, also to be installed various downtown streets, renovation of building on the MPC campus for police evidence storage and fire and police offices, as well as the installation of new LED spotlights and the New York Dolby IMS server. Motion by myself,
Second.
seconded by Rodriguez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 3.6, authorization to accept $200 donation from Robin and Fran Whitman in memory of Richard Wolfslayer. And the money will go into the donation account towards special programs, materials, and supplies, towards the purchase of shoulder pads for youth football. Motion by Rodriguez, seconded by myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.7, it's a series of transfer from Chief Iwancho's requesting the Middletown Common Council to approve the following. From part-time officers, $15,700 for the purchase of an additional public camera. From part-time officer, $4,000 to uniform allowance for the honor guard detail. From personal services to other equipment, $2,000 for the purchase of ferro equipment. And Chief, you can tell us what that is after we're done here. From part-time officer, $2,500 to training expense. Part-time officer, $1,500 to canine care. Part-time officer, $2,300 to repairs. Personal services, $7,700 to repairs. And that's all to cover the shortages in the 2024 budget. Motion by myself.
Second.
Seconded by Rodriguez. So Chief,
Mayor,
Farrell?
specifically to the Faro equipment, is that the question?
Yes.
So Faro is our electronic crime scene scanner.
Okay.
We put up, it's like surveyor equipment that gives us the scans we've done, like this building, we're working on the other buildings. So this new piece of equipment that was just presented to us will cut the scan time in half.
Okay.
So it's just something to help us be more efficient.
And public's warning, we are having trouble hiring part-time officers, correct?
Correct, that's why there's a surplus in that money this year.
Good. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Authorization to transfer within the rec department, $11,110.09 as follows. From camp personnel to recreation, general recreation overtime. From camp personnel, $1.77 to recreation office equipment. From camp personnel to general recreation footwear, $3,612.80. From camp personnel to general recreation telephone, $240. From camp personnel to overtime on pools, $116.54. From camp personnel to camp overtime, $1,883.98. And from camp personnel special program to special programs, $255. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by myself. She's not here. I'm just curious, are they, we're lacking, we have an over budget in camp personnel, but we're sending money to camp overtime. Is it because we have a shortage of people, do you know, or any idea on that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not
Okay.
aware of what's going on over there with the.
All right, I'll approve it, and then we can get the answer before the council.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.9, authorization to accept a donation from the Middletown Kiwanis in the amount of $600. Donation for the Maple Tree honoring Mayor DeStefano, and funds be deposited in the account miscellaneous donations. I'll put the motion on the floor, seconded by Rodriguez. Why would it go into donations? Didn't we expense it out? Where do we pay it out of?
I have no idea. I know that that's where she told me to put it.
All right.
But we do have an expense. If it is expensed out, we can reclass the expenses to the donation line
Okay.
for expenses for use of donation. So I'll follow up with her.
Yeah, it's just, it's a small amount, but I'm just thinking in the future if we, because apparently we laid it out first, and they're getting reimbursed. All right.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Authorization to transfer within a 24 budget to cover overdrafts and costs for the remainder of 24. Leonora Liz is requesting the approval and authorization for the following overdrafts. Mayor's Office Contractual Services to Mayor's Office Travel, $1,500. That was to cover costs of unanticipated travel during 24. Taxes on city property, $9,700 for finance collection. To cover the cost of parking ticket collection costs for the remainder of 24. Disability insurance, $13,500 to tax sale expense for the bulk tax lien. Liability insurance, $5,000 to finance personal services for the New York State enhanced reporting, additional cost. ARPA, $3,200 to finance personal services to cover the cost of the ARPA reporting for Don Paris. $100,000 from workman's comp tail claims to workman's comp to to the premium versus tail claims. NISHIP, $24,000 to MVP health insurance retirees to cover the cost of MVP health insurance for retirees for the remainder of '24. NISHIP, $150,000 to MVP health insurance. NISHIP, $28,800 to cover MVP health insurance. And NISHIP, $2,300 to cover MVP health insurance. And Zoning Board of Appeals, $400 to Corporation Council for equipment rental. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by DeStefano. And I imagine those are just line transfers because a lot of people signed up on the MVP plan.
Yes, we have about 14 to 16 on the MVP plan, which is a significant savings to the city for this year.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.11, authorization to approve the Cherry Road Security Gap Assessment Proposal from taxes on property transfer for $50,000 to data processing. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by myself. And this is cybersecurity, correct, in addition to the original work, okay?
Yes, especially with all the incidents that's happened this year with other municipalities, we want to just assess the security here.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Authorization to post the 25 proposed general water and sewer budget of revenues, expenses listed, listed on the agenda. I don't have to read all the numbers, but basically it's a proposed tax levy within a tax cap, correct?
Yes, correct. This is within the tax cap for 2025.
Okay, sponsored by myself, seconded by Rodriguez. Any additional questions? We'll be having a public hearing, is that what, does the Board of Estimate hold a public hearing? I forget, or does it come in council?
Yes, we have it during the Board of Estimate.
Okay. And it's at 4 PM, okay, I got you. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 3.13, authorization to transfer funds within the senior center budget from travel, $50 to repairs, from travel, $200 to miscellaneous, from donations, seniors, $46,1054 to material and supplies, and from senior trip revenue, $59,10 to senior trip expenses. Motion by myself,
Second.
second by Rodriguez. Julissa, is that an appropriate use of senior donations, or what do we usually do with senior donations?
Yeah, usually when there's a big item that the seniors want, like in this case, is that they want a bigger television for their exercise, then unless it's specified what the donations are, when a person gives the donations, unless it's specified that they want it to be used for chairs or something like that.
So what is this transfer for?
This is, they actually want a bigger TV with a sound system for their movie days and exercise programs.
Is material and supplies the correct line? Should it be equipment, or?
Equipment? Okay.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're buying paper and paper clips and.
Correct, yeah, and another reason is also for our upcoming event. We're going to be using it for the materials and.
Do you have a breakdown of anything? Because we have to categorize the asset too, right?
Yeah, I have it in a letter here, in the letter that I
All right,
attached.
can you read, I don't have the attached letter, can you
So,
read the breakdown?
all right, so it says, request to transfer the $2,110.54 would be for the total cost of the TV, sound bar, and all the cables and equipment needed for the TV. And then the additional $2,500 would be for DJ and catering for the 70th event that we'll be having in December.
All right, so what line should we go to? We'll amend it here.
So we'll have to separate that 4,000? Okay.
Okay, so amendment pursuant to Julissa's letter to other equipment.
Okay, so the 2,000 portion would be for other equipment, and then the additional would be to materials and supplies?
Okay, so we're going to remove 2,000 from materials and supplies to other equipment, and the balance will be for materials and supplies. So
Beautiful.
motion to amend,
Motion.
second by myself. Voting on the amendment, that would be, All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now we're voting on the amended resolution that would have a transfer of 461054, 2,000 to other equipment, and the balance to materials and supplies. Motion by myself, the amended motion is on the floor, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have senior trip revenue, $5,910. Now we have the entire resolution. I'm sorry. We voted on the amendment, and now we voted on the entire resolution. Okay, we're good. Authorization to transfer within the Economic Development Department. Maria Baroni requesting a transfer from the CD fund balance of $8,000 to the CD interfund transfer general. Can you tell us what that is, or you got an explanation on the agenda here? Hold on. Oh, it's for architectural services regarding round 2 of the DRI facade program, correct? Okay. Motion by myself,
Second.
second by Rodriguez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Authorization, 3.15 resolution. Authorization to approve Young Explosives Fireworks Exhibition Agreement, requesting approval of Young Explosives Fireworks Exhibition Agreement and to authorize the mayor to sign the 25 agreement. Will be held July 2nd, 2025 at Fancher Davidge Park. This is a budgeted item. Upon consultation with our corporation counsel, Mr. Smith, this service is deemed as a professional service. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Water and sewer and lawn maintenance adjustments, none. Motion to adjourn. Oh, we have a motion from the floor. Mr. McDermott.
We are respectfully requesting that the Board of Estimate approve the Marshall and Sterling Combined Services Agreement for 2025 and authorize the mayor to sign it.
Can you read the agreement?
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing, just the amounts. It's a renewal, correct?
It's the renewal, correct. The term,
Is there any change? Let me ask you that.
the price is the only thing that I was told changed, and I believe it is $53,000 this year.
This is for workman's comp?
Yeah, it's for the workman's comp work, right, Leonora? 207A and C now, I think.
Yep.
All right, so I'll make a motion.
Second.
Seconded by Rodriguez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn? So move.
Oh, boo.
All in favor?